All right, so Dee, we were talking about caregivers and how they are often overlooked. So there's a lot of focus on the patient once there's a diagnosis, but we know that the caregivers have a huge role in the well-being of the patient.
Huge burnout. It's a 36-hour day.
Yeah.
You're on hands-on all day. You're transporting, you're doing the normal home duties, but you've always got this extra. And the fear of falling is very, very real for both yourself and the person with Parkinson's. So you're constantly watching and helping.
Yeah.
And you can share a little of that.
Yeah, my husband John Yanishanis had Parkinson's, diagnosed 20 years, and passed away in August. I was his caregiver for those 20 years. The last 5 years were the most intense of all of it. Mm-hmm. He was very strong, very caring, so he didn't want to burden me, but there was a lot of things that he couldn't do for himself that I had to do. Yeah. And at the end it was very comprehensive. It was a 24/7 job.
Right.
But I always knew that Dee was here to help out.
Oh, sweet.
And there were occasions that I contacted her to help me. I needed a caregiver. She gave me names of people that she knew that were responsible and would take good care of my husband if I couldn't be there. So I highly encourage people to attend both caregiver and patient
groups. Mm-hmm. And you can share too, I'm sure, that you used to take your break. That always touched my heart. You used to say, John sends you on this trip once a month.
Yeah.
Once a year?
Yeah.
Which was beautiful to go and get
difficult,
away. Difficult to go away, but to have that break.
We had close family that would come and stay with him, he felt comfortable with, and then it freed me up to be able to branch out. That's one of the things they say for caregivers: you should take care of yourself so that you can take care of your loved one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing that I started insisting on really as my stepfather was really progressing and it was really becoming a 36-hour day.
Yeah.
Was that my mom had regular breaks. So we would calendar it and ask my stepbrothers to come into town so that she had dedicated time that was free. Yeah, just to take a little break.
Deep breath.
Even if she just came and stayed at my house for a few days or whatever it was, just to kind of get that rest. And then also, I think anytime that you kind of turn over the care to another person, also it actually helps you to clean up the program and things like that, writing it out.
Right.
We would have to brainstorm in exactly medication regimens, meals, things like that. So we really learned a lot in that process of turning it over and then making sure my mom had breaks, was still able to travel while she's still healthy enough.
And until you're writing all those things down, you're not even thinking all of what those duties of caregiving are.
All day long.
All day long,
right.
all day long, all night long. It never ends.
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning, you're at it again.
Pills.
Yeah, but when you sit down and you start, almost journaling, but which is good for one, but it really shows you what caregiving is all about.
Yeah.
It's the hardest job in the world.
And really, honestly, for your caregiver group, I think that that's probably one of the most important things is really keeping accurate logs of medications and routines, because it can really assist when you need to bring somebody in. Yeah. And then many of these folks are couples, so we have two people aging together and becoming frail together. And so there are times where you're going to need another person to step in, and then hopefully scheduling to step out of the picture and letting someone else come in. Yeah.
That's the hard part. It's hard to say, I need help. And I always say that too, don't never say no to help, because you never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's very, very hard for somebody to come in and take that over from you.
It was hard for John to accept someone.
Yes, there you go. That's what makes it hard. Yeah. I don't need anyone in the house. Anne's here. I don't need anybody in my house. Yeah.
Yeah, and that I think again speaks to doing it early, because also maybe hopefully finding someone that's good, that they do like, that could come in periodically and give you a break. But if you wait until the last minute and they don't like them, or there's not the connection, or your documentation isn't good,
and by then it's very hands-on.
Yes.
which is what they really don't like.
Yeah.
That's you.
That's
You know,
right.
You're going to do the hands-on. Nobody else is going to.
That's
so
right.
the earlier, the better. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right with
Yeah,
that.
that's a huge help. So we did make sure my mom got in some really good vacations, and my stepfather was super gracious and did allow some caregivers to come in. So thank you for helping us to connect with those. But we were able to do some really fabulous trips with
Wonderful.
my mom's grandkids. And then, always keeping my stepfather with us when we travel,
Of
because
course.
he loved to travel too. So we, always have him with us, and still do.
Wonderful.
The families, we were very blessed. We had close family that could assist in all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And so that was a big one, because it is exhausting to care for someone, even though you love them with all your heart.
Oh,
It's still an emotional and physical toll
very,
to deal with it.
very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I think that speaks to being in a group, that we just get so much strength from other people.
Yeah. I'm not
And-
alone.
Yeah, that is
I'm not
huge.
alone in this journey. There's others going down this road too.
And that
It
was
doesn't
something-
fix it, but it certainly helps.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a
yeah.
little bit of, mind at rest.
And that was one thing that my stepfather was really passionate about, was anytime he heard someone was diagnosed with Parkinson's, he was literally like a sponsor, a coach. He would talk to anyone. He talked to so many people. He was the kind of person that would just talk about it in the grocery store. I mean,
There you
he
go.
wanted to talk about, he would travel the world to talk about Parkinson's. Because when you do start having conversations about it, you're not suffering alone in silence.
It opens up a whole easier conversation.
Yeah.
That people want to be part of.
Yeah.
That's exactly what.
Because you're right,
So-
people do want to help each other, but if
Yeah.
they don't know,
No, they can't.
they can't help.
Yeah.
But if you tell them, hey, I'm a little slower, forgive my tremor, whatever it is, people will
Yeah.
accommodate if they know.
Yeah.
He said when he was diagnosed in 2005, I'll never be ashamed of having Parkinson's. I'll never apologize for it. And, I'm not going to be diminished. And he wasn't.
No,
He was not
not at all.
at all.
And
Never.
his music, how long did he continue with his music?
To the very end.
Right.
very much.
Oh,
Yeah.
how very special. How very, very special.
It helped him.
Which was beautiful. His music it's beautiful.
We went to Pueblo in New Mexico,
Mhm.
and there was a Native American man there that made the flutes. So that was where John got his first Native American flute, and he really enjoyed that. That was a huge help to him with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
I'm glad it carried him through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very special.